Hello, hello, hello. I know it's been such a long time. It's been like 2 goddamn weeks since I actually recorded something, but it's all because the playoffs were going on, and I made my predictions for the NFC and AFC championship games. Obviously, they already passed. I wanted to take that week off and let some other things develop. And I know you're wondering why we're about to talk a little bit of basketball. And I know that my show isn't really basketball related at all. I do like basketball, I like the sport. Obviously, I have a 76ers tattoo right here. I know the camera kind of sucks, but you can't really see that lighting, but I do have a 76ers tattoo. I do want the team to be good, but my Sixers are not doing that great right now. But anyway, we're only talking about this because two of the biggest stars ended up on teams, and this is probably arguably the craziest trade in NBA history. Not just, I'm sorry, I was to say all sports, but definitely in the NBA. I don't know if there's anything off the top of my head. I don't know a trade that's bigger than this because Luka Doncic is one of the greatest NBA players in the game right now. You can argue he's the best player right now. You can argue he's definitely like top three, top two. And it really, and the most surprising part is, like, according to a lot of people in the NBA, like especially Brian Windhurst, he's from ESPN, and he knows, like, he's like one of the main guys that you should listen to when it comes to like NBA news. He said like no one knew about this whatsoever, and that blows my mind. Like, I find that very hard to believe, only because according to what the reports are saying, let's go over this. Luka Doncic goes to the Lakers for Anthony Davis in a blockbuster three-team trade. So, traded MVP candidate Luka Doncic to the Lakers in exchange for 10-time All-Star Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first-round pick. Here's the details right here. Doncic, Keebler, and Markieff Morris, the Lakers are acquiring, and the Mavericks get Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a first-round pick. I feel like the Mavericks should have gotten a whole lot more. And then they also had involved the Utah Jazz. They traded away some guy named Jalen Hood Shafino, who I have no idea who the fuck that is. Because I'm not, like I said, I'm not an NBA guy. I don't know the NBA, a lot of NBA players like that. I know most of the NBA stars, and I know most of the Sixers roster. And 2 second-round picks. So apparently, according to this, trade talks which took place over about a month, were kept extremely tightly by Mavericks GM Nico Harrison and Lakers GM Rob Pelinka. Among those not in the know until the end of the process was Mavericks coach Jason Kidd, which is fucking insane to me. Like, you would think that somebody from either like an LA news reporter or Dallas news reporter would freaking know how to would freaking know something. Something would get leaked. But surprisingly by the GMs, they kept it very tight-lipped. And Jason Kidd, like, he coached them very well, but damn shame. It's fucking insane. Like, there are a lot of reports that like Luka Doncic was out of shape, and the Mavericks GMs didn't like that. Like, upper management for Dallas wasn't too crazy about that. They didn't like that Luka didn't respect his diet and all that things of that nature, and apparently it was enough for him to get him the fuck out of Dallas. And now he's in LA, and now he's gonna be teaming up with LeBron James. I don't know. I just saw that they were, I think they're 500 or like above 500. I don't know if they're good enough to actually win it all now. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Like, Luka and LeBron for the next 4 months. Maybe LeBron retires, maybe he doesn't retire, but and then the Mavericks, they think they can win with Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving down there in Dallas. I mean, obviously it's football season. I pay attention to football more now because obviously it's Super Bowl week. But once that's over, I'll be curious to see how the Lakers and the Mavericks will be doing. Because I know my Sixers are not a great basketball team, and they're not gonna do good. They're probably not even gonna make the playoffs. So let's go over to this other trade. Jimmy Butler. He goes to the Golden State Warriors. So this is another blockbuster trade in the NBA. I don't know how good. I think the Warriors are just about 500. I don't know if they're going to even in the playoffs right now, but we will see what happens. Let's go over what the trade details were because I don't even know the whole details of the trade. So, Golden State obviously gets Jimmy Butler. Miami is involved. They get Kyle Anderson, Davion Mitchell, Andrew Wiggins, and a protected first round pick. And then they need to involve three other teams. They need to involve the Pistons. They get Josh Richardson and Lindy Waters. The third, I don't know who that is. Jessica Dennis Schroeder. I think he was on the Sixers for a little bit. And I know PJ Tucker was on the Sixers for a little bit. And the Raptors get him and a second round pick in cash considerations. So I know PJ Tucker, he wasn't a good offensive player, but he was a hell of a defensive lock. Like he did a pretty damn good job on the defensive side of the floor for the Sixers, from what I remember. So let's check out the grades. Apparently, according to this author, who is this? Kevin Pelton. I don't know much about him, but he says B minus. Obviously, getting them the hell out of there. Because apparently, Jimmy Butler was just causing problems in Miami. He was just over it. It's like, yeah, get me the fuck out of here, and they granted his wish. So they got him the fuck out of there. Miami gets B plus. Getting all those, getting what they got a better. I think they got more better in return than what the Mavs did. I mean, obviously Anthony Davis is still one of the best players in the NBA. Like when he's healthy, he's a goddamn all-star. But they just got more like compensation. Like I think that he got better compensation in return than the Mavericks did. Let's see. Miami Heat, he says B plus, Raptors B minus, and this is just other wins and losses for the other teams that are around the NBA. Now let's go to the NFL. Now, Myles Garrett, one of the best defensive players in the league. He's up for Defensive Player of the Year. The award shows are tonight, and he is requesting a trade from the Cleveland Browns. He's 29 years old, and he did this on the Rich Eisen show, which I like Rich Eisen show a lot. I mean, listen, I get it. At some point, as a player, you gotta want to win. Like, yeah, I'm sure making hundreds of millions of dollars is fantastic in your career, but like, at some point, and athletes are probably some competitive enough. They're just like, I just want to fucking win. So he's requesting a trade, and depending on who's going to where he wants to go, like obviously he wants to go to a contender, but like depending on who actually goes after him, that could happen. So actually, let's look at this article. There's a 9 best fits. Because let's think about it. Let's go over this article and see if we can figure out who. I mean, obviously he'd be great on all other 31 NFL teams, but if I'm the Cleveland Browns, I'm not trading him in division, and I'm not trading him within the conference. Like the Chiefs are off the fucking table. Do not give him the Kansas City Chiefs. Don't give him the Buffalo Bills. Don't give him to any other AFC contender. I would only trade him to NFC contenders. So the Lions, obviously, that'd be a great fit for Detroit. Great pickup for Detroit. Commanders, I think that'd be as much as I hate to say, that'd be a great pickup for them because they had some like they didn't have a lot of big name players on defense, but they were able to turn the ball over. They weren't able to do anything against us. But we'll go over that really soon. I can show the Commanders a little later, but Cardinals, yeah, they need everybody. Like Cardinals, they just need bigger name players. They don't have like Buda Baker on the defensive side of the ball. Other than that, they played really well. Barely missing the playoffs. Bears, Packers. Oh, absolutely the Eagles, Chargers, and Falcons and Patriots. I mean, Patriots would fit because he has the most. They have the most cap space. They could pay him whatever he wants if he wants another deal. So I think he doesn't have any more guaranteed money. This and next year. I think he's 2 years left. And he's no more guaranteed money. The only problem is, obviously, I would love my Eagles to get Myles Garrett. I just don't want to give up anybody in return. Like, I don't want to give up any. I don't want to give them like Devontae Smith. I don't want to give them uh Cooper DeJean, Quinyon Mitchell. I don't want to give up anybody. That's the thing. I don't know what Cleveland's going to ask for a couple of players and first round picks. I'll just give them a couple first round picks and hell, I'll give them a couple seconds if I can do the Khalil Mack kind of trade. I don't care. I just don't want to give up any players. That's the only thing I'm worried about. That's other trade as NFL trade news to try to come back to the NBA news, along with the week of Super Bowl 59, which who's in Super Bowl 59? My Philadelphia Eagles are in Super Bowl 59. Let's fucking go. I told you 2 weeks ago, we were gonna put. I thought we were gonna win the game, but I did not think we were gonna put belt to ass, and that's what we fucking did. From our first offensive play, we were just whooping. We put the belt to the ass. Saquon, 60 yards, not touched. Well, he was touched, but 60 yards to the motherfucking house. Defense, first turnover. Zach Baum punches the football out. Reed Blankenship recovers. Saquon runs in for another touchdown. Let's see. Quinyon Mitchell gets an interception. Let's see if I can remember all the terms off the top of my head. That's the last one. Austin Eckler. Orion Burks forces a fumble on Austin Eckler, and what was the third one? What was the last one? I don't remember. I know there's 4 turnovers though. And every time we turn the football over, we scored a touchdown. And that's what we have to do to beat the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Obviously, it was a close game. A lot more controversy in the NFL with the referees because everyone's saying, oh, the Kansas City Chiefs are paying off the NFL referees, and there are people who are paying off the refs to make the Chiefs win. They want them to have the three-peat, or at least have a chance to have the three-peat. Because no matter what happens in the Super Bowl, the Kansas City Chiefs have already made NFL history by being the first team to ever go back-to-back and make the Super Bowl for a chance for a three-peat. Oh, and here it is. We are here. I know all the predictions are probably going to be on Sunday and probably on Saturday and on tomorrow for the mainstream sports shows, but I know Jalen Carter got sick, but supposedly he's getting better. Supposedly he's going to be fine. Just give him IVs, give him fluids, give him whatever the fuck he needs to be 100% on the field. So here's what I'm thinking. Obviously, I'm scared shitless, just like I was against the Patriots in 2017. The first time we played the Kansas City Chiefs, I'm not going to lie to you, I was not that scared. Which I know is just crazy. I know what you're thinking. Like, why? Why were we not as nervous the first time? Because obviously, I think it's because just like this Super Bowl, we are a better team than the Kansas City Chiefs. So both of these Super Bowls are very similar, yet they're very different at the same time. The 2022 team, they have the most. They were like the second most. They had got their defensive line got like the most second most sacks in NFL history with 74 overall throughout the entire year. I believe I'll have to look that up to be sure. But our defense was hunting. We crushed everyone in the playoffs. The Giants, we crushed them 38-7. The Niners, we crushed them after injuring Brock Purdy 31-7. I thought we would do the same thing to the Chiefs. I thought our defensive line was going to do the same thing to the Kansas City Chiefs, but clearly I was wrong. He wasn't touched at all. Let's see. Jalen Hurts turned the football over once. He fumble, scoop, and score by the Chiefs. And surprisingly, the game was very close. And what it is about the Kansas City Chiefs is obviously Patrick Mahomes. He will make a play when he needs to make a fucking play, which is why, in order for the Philadelphia Eagles to win this goddamn Super Bowl, we need to hit Mahomes, sack Mahomes, and force him to turn the football over. And every time we get a turnover, we need to score a goddamn touchdown. We need to do what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers did to him, Super Bowl 55. But that only works because both our offensive tackles were injured. And that defense did whatever it wanted. And that's what we need to be able to do in this Super Bowl. And I hope we can do what the Bucs did to the Chiefs, but it's looking really hard. It's looking really hard to do that because no matter what happens, it seems like just Mahomes makes that right play, and as a lot of people say, the refs give the Chiefs that favorable call. Oh my goodness, I don't know. Like I said, my head, me being an Eagles fan, obviously I'm going to pick the Philadelphia Eagles. I want them to win the Super Bowl. It's going to be really hard for them to win the Super Bowl. But my logic says the Kansas City Chiefs are just going to find a way to win. Because they have a better coach, better quarterback, and better tight end. Even though this might be Travis Kelce's last year, and he's on his last legs, it seems, but he stepped up in the playoffs, and that's what he does. He steps up on the biggest stage. Everywhere else, I feel like we're better. I think we have a better running back, better receiving core, better offensive line, better defensive line, better linebackers, better defensive backs. And I know Coach Spags is a great defensive coordinator, but so is Vic Fangio. Vic Fangio is a legend in the game. And he's looking to win his first Super Bowl. God damn it, dude. Oh, I'm so scared. Like I said, I'm going to pick the Eagles to win. I think we will win Super Bowl 59. Yes. I know we're going, like, I'm nervous as fuck. Like I was in Super Bowl 52. That that game was very, very, very close. And we beat the Patriots by only 8 points, which is technically a one-score game. But in order for the Eagles to win this game, they're going to need to beat them by 2 scores. Whether it's 10 points, 13, 14. Hell, hopefully we crush them. We win by fucking 24 points. Fucking 48-24. I know that's not going to be the fucking score, but I just feel like that's the only way we're going to win. We have to make it so, we have to put that belt to ass so bad that not even the refs can help the Kansas City Chiefs out. But that's it for this episode. I'm nervous as fuck. And if the Eagles win, I'm going to party like it's 1999. I'm going to be popping bottles, getting so goddamn drunk, smoking cigars. Dog, I'm probably not making it to work on Monday. Or either that, or I will be in work drunk and hungover at the same fucking time. Who fucking knows? But anyway, this is the Super Bowl episode. Peace out. Catch y'all later. And obviously, you know the phrase. Fly, Eagles, fly. Go Birds.